This out. This is a Triton. Norton, unapproachable. Norton. This is called the Dresta Triton. This has a Triumph 750cc engine and a Norton Featherbed frame. This is legendary bike that they didn't make a whole lot of them. They were a aftermarket conversion, kind of like the Rickman is. So this thing is just beautiful. Very, very cool bike. Is this yours? What can you tell us about it?
It was built in England in 1970.
1970 in England, yep.
Yeah, by Dresden, which is owned by...
Come a little closer, I don't have a mic on the thing, so... Dresden Triton?
Dave Deegans is the company, the guy, the owner of Dresden.
So this is an actual original Dresden Triton?
This is built as a racing bike, yes.
Wow.
And it was imported in 1970 by a Yale student who wanted us to write his thesis, and he cut the frame below the engine mount and below the rear engine mount. He took that bottom piece of tube away to make the engine a structural part of it.
What was he going to Yale for? So a Yale student bought it?
He was an engineer at Yale.
Oh, so he's an engineer, and this was his thesis. So how cool is that?
So he converted it to a stressed engine, like a Vincent or something like that.
Very cool story.
Basically, he ruined the bike there. So he when he got done with it, he sold it, and then it kicked around, and I think somebody had it and crashed it. Because the front brake is not the correct. It should have one of the real big drum brakes on it.
Okay.
And it's got a different rim on the front, so
So, correct me if I'm wrong, but the Triton, that was basically a Norton Featherbed with a Triumph motor in it, and that was a common conversion that if anybody built it, it would be called a Triton, right?
Yes.
And why is the Dresden different?
Dresden's the guy that built these. Basically, the motor's built up as a racing motor.
So, boy, he didn't do the conversion. Someone else did the conversion? The college kid did the... Or was the college engineer Dresden?
Dresden's the one that built it in England. The college student, I don't know his name, he had it shipped over here.
Yep.
He cut it up and made what he wanted.
And put the Triumph in it. So it came...
No, it came with the Triumph in it.
Oh, okay. Why would he cut it up?
Because he wanted to show that it would be... He probably had money, obviously, but he wanted to show that the engine could be a structural component of it for his engineering papers.
Oh, my God.
So then when he got done with it, he got rid of it, then it got crashed, and then it ended up in boxes.
Wow.
And a friend of mine bought it as a basket case, and he put it all back together.
What a cool story.
But he didn't know how to fix the bottom frame.
So you had somebody do that?
So he died.
Yep.
I bought the bike from his widow, and then I took it all apart, and I had a guy down in New Jersey that makes featherbed frames.
God, I wish I had a mic to mic you up, but I don't, and there's music in the background because I don't think the viewer is going to catch this, but it's a very cool story. If you ever get a chance to bring it up to the museum, I do a full feature on it for you.
Are you up in Manchester?
We're in Rockville, Connecticut. You're a Connecticut guy, right?
Yeah. The one you have already has the lights.
It's a beautiful bike. I'd love to do a full feature on it if you ever bring it down. We'll mic you up so we can really hear the whole story, but what a beautiful piece. So you had the guy who specializes in these frames make it correct?
No, I had him bend up some tubes for me, and then I took those, I cut them, jigged it all up, cut it, and welded it back together, and then I repainted it.
You did a beautiful job.
Thank you.
The thing is stunning. Thank you for sharing this with us. Have a great day.